work, crack in the flesh and with the 80s birth. On these niggas' heels, they try to play me first. Richest gangster, I'm a Gina, let me say it first. Out here serving niggas crazy work. You can't even coach my type of style. They style.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to... Quick to the air, here's Watson. Getting out to his left. Well, they took their shot immediately. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Watson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, bro.
Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, Stroud. Has it down close. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
A couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found. Defense.
We'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Watson now off play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprised.
Get them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second down, Watson throwing again. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Texans grab it. And they limit the damage them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
First and 10, around to Mixon. Who swarms in the middle. This gets
around later on will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front for their 13-zip. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got the drive. Will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. That's complete, David Njoku. An excellent gain, 20 yards there.
Concept, sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. To the Hall of Famer, Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until his...
Difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Sticking to the air with Watson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Texans get it back.
To see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to things. Look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's going to be
in that spot to move the chains.
Stroud going to go on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he'll be out of bounds.
Down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. His running back.
Receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up
Instant touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3rd and short, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Watson. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Schultz with the catch. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. finding Collins. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass is cut at the 9. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Returnable from the 2. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Offense up to the line fast. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Stroud. Escapes the pocket. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Everly's kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Ford on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. Thankfully, only... What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. A give to Chubb, running left. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here. There's a counter give to Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Chubb trying to run his way in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. That one complete to Njoku. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They're going to run for it with Chubb. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here we go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Completed to Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Mixon goes up and over for the touchdown. The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Watson now off play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Second down, Watson throwing again. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Stroud throwing here on first. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.